Cracked acorns. I don't like the look of these statues. Watch your step in here, friend. Look! Is that a door behind the waterfall? The recollection is here, all right. Be ready for trouble. Let me help.
Excuse me. That's not some hay. Softworks warned us you'd be coming. Though the relic he sought wasn't here, he left me to deal with you.
Watch your step.
This fight is far from over.
Guess I wasn't as sneaky as I thought. Must be out of practice. What's that on the floor? Looks like we found the recollection. Or some of it. I didn't know Endigor well, but what I knew of him, I didn't like. A bigoted radical at best. I'm surprised he would work with any non-Bosmer at all. What's in that letter? May I see? Huh. That settles the question of whether Torvasad and the Recollection are working together. It was no coincidence that we met here today, friend. According to the letter, they haven't found it yet, or even any leads to its whereabouts. If they had, Endigor would be off with Torvasad, looking somewhere else by now. I wonder what happened to the lamp. Something unusual. Let me see. Ah, over by the altar. Is that what you're looking for?
This Suliok vault is no longer safe. We must move the lamp.
But where can we hide the relic?
I know a cave to the north. The lamp should be safe there, once we apply the appropriate spell.
Was that a memory from the Marithic era? Never mind that. Who's this high elf?
I am Laramel, little wood elf. I assume from what we saw in that memory that Torvasad did not find what he was looking for. I saw the memory. You and your Bosmer friend discovered more than I did. I do not know why Torvasad would seek an old relic of Azura's, but it appears he met with failure. Our search, however, is not yet over. Say your goodbyes, and let us go.
A strange vision. They were worried about the Aelids, but there haven't been Aelids here in centuries upon centuries. Speaking of strange, it looks like we've gained a new companion. I assume you know that high elf. I see. Well, since it looks like the Recollection is working for him, I guess I'm looking for Torvasad now too. There are plenty of Recollections skulking about in West Weald. I'll meet you there if you run short of other leads. Nature's luck to you too, friend. I have a feeling our paths will cross again.
Let us speak, Proxy. Curious. There was a relic of Azura here. A lamp. No doubt the mages who removed it feared this place would be sacked by the Alessians. A memory preserved since the early First Era. I wonder what Torvasad wants with the lamp. We must determine what awaits us at the final site. Twice now the threads of fate have led us to a Daedric Prince's shrine. I imagine we will find a third such shrine there. The question is whether Torvasad has found another relic or not. Good. Allow me to create another portal to speed our journey. It appears we are in a race against Torvasad, and so far he is winning.
Arrives just as Hermora foretold. Old Rejad saw your coming in the tides. Hermora wished this one to greet you here. So it is that our fates cross paths. What is it you seek, Fatewalker? Old Rejad has seen Old Remora, but that does not mean your quarry has not been here. There is change in the air. A change that began long ago. Old Rejad knows you should seek the blessing of the children ever mourned. Visit the nearby shrines of beloved John and Jod. Pay your respects. In days of old, we Khajiit would pray to the twins to bless our paths with moonlight and sugar. Perhaps it will be so again. The shrines are here in this courtyard. Old Rejad can tell. You have a long journey ahead of you, Fatewalker. You will need the blessings of the two moons. Return after you have paid your respects. You stand in the Temple of the Two Moons path. Long ago, Dune was a kingdom guided by moon priests and scholars. To this day, new mains come here to complete their journey with the moon hallowed and take up their sacred duties. They are followers of Molag. There was a time when Rejad would have driven them away from this place. Now, old Rejad knows it is for another to cleanse the temple. He would not be displeased if you punished a few today. This place is just a stop along your path, Fatewalker. What you ultimately seek is not here. But do not despair. Old Rejad thinks you had to come here. And his heart tells him, your journey will take you to strange and distant places indeed. You stand in the Temple of the Two Moons path. Long. The moon spirits favor you, Fate Walker. Odrejad sees your path clearly now. Yes. Though the twins remain silent, their light shines upon the path, for those who know how to see it. Odrejad understands now why the Tide Watcher told him to meet you here. You seek an unraveling fate, yes? This one now realizes that means examining an event from long ago. Hermora wishes you to see a memory trapped in the stone of this place. Yet, how could we do such a thing, old Rijad wonders? A thing blessed by the Tide Watcher himself. Old Rijad was never one to deal in relics of any origin. Still, if that is its purpose, then use your relic here. Let us see what it shows you, Fate Walker.
The first main has shown us a new path. This temple is to be raised. So commands Rita Ridata.
No! This shrine is under Boethra's protection. Let this serve as a warning.
Why does Boethra want this temple to remain intact, sisters?
Do not question the warrior of the East and West, my sisters. Now, back to Dokren.
Interesting. Old Rijad is an expert concerning those days. Strife consumed all of elsewhere when the cult of Riddlethar spread like a storm across the sands. One could say Boethra died in that time. The Riddlethar kicked sand over old beliefs. Manikaji turned away from Boethra. The warrior of the East and West was abandoned. Only a Dokrin temple was her worship preserved, though the monks there fell too in time. The fate you follow was knitted there. Odrejad sees it now. Hermora wished you to relive that old memory, so this one could tell you of Boethra. Your quarry's path leads to Dokrin. Now, so does yours. Rejad will mark the place on your map.
expected, our paths have once more come together. Enter the portal, Proxy. It seems our investigations have led to the same place. Use the portal to enter the hidden shrine. We must determine what interest Torvasad has here. How he expects a Boethia shrine to lead him back to Apocrypha and the final glyphic. Why would Torvasad seek out a shrine to Boethia? Wait, up above. Torvasad is here.
Ah, Mora's champions. I expected to run into you eventually. Boethia's blade, Abolisher, is mine now. The first of the 3 relics I require is in my hands. Soon, Prince Ithelia will be restored. I hope you are there to witness her glory.
A relic of Boethia? One moment, Proxy. We should speak. As I thought, this is about ancient relics. Torvasad believes they can lead him to Ithelia, the Forgotten Prince. But I do not yet see how he hopes to make use of them. A good question. I find it interesting that Torvasad was not satisfied with only 1 relic. He wanted to recover 3. A blade associated with Boethia, a lamp from a shrine of Azura, and a skein created by Mephala. I wonder. These princes are known as the Good Daedra in Dunmer tradition. Long ago, they often allied with each other to guide and protect the people of Morrowind. I doubt that is a coincidence. I am not sure. It might prove useful to consult with someone better versed in ancient Dark Elf religion than I am. Fortunately, I believe I know just the elf. Our dear friend Gadain. Come, Proxy. I shall open a portal to Vardenfell.
Laramil, you returned. But I know that look. What's wrong?
Torvasad once more moves against Apocrypha. He seeks to restore the Forgotten Prince. I'll let our friend explain.
I finally resolved to see the world beyond Necrom. With some assistance from Laramil, of course. Then Hermaeus Mora called her away again. I'm glad to see you're still helping her, friend. Did I hear correctly? Torvasad has returned? What I know about Daedric princes and relics, I learned at Laramil's side. If she doesn't know what it means, I can't add much more. The good Daedra haven't been widely worshipped in Morrowind for ages. How do you think they're involved? I've never heard any such story, but Holomeon Monastery is just north of here. The monks there preserve the old Velothi traditions. If we're dealing with ancient myths about the good Daedra, they might be able to help. Go on ahead. I just need a moment to confer with Laramil. We'll meet you at Holomeon shortly. We may need to convince the monks that we come in good faith. They rarely welcome visitors who don't share their beliefs.